You think you know yourself? Wait till you realize your own brain has been lying to you the whole time. Most people go through life thinking they have themselves figured out. But under the surface, there is a stranger you have never really met. And the reason is simple. Your mind does not want you to. Today, we are going to unpack why knowing yourself feels so hard, why your brain fights against it, and how science says you can finally see who is really running the show. Stick around till the end, because I will share 3 small but powerful ways you can start doing this right after the video ends. Before we get started, if you find this topic interesting, please like this video and share it with someone who might need it. Let us start with something uncomfortable. Most of us are busy from the second we wake up to the second we close our eyes. We check messages before brushing our teeth. We scroll through social media while we eat. Recent studies show that the average person now spends more than 7 hours a day consuming digital content, almost half of their waking life. But all that noise comes at a cost. Neuroscientists have found that when we are constantly stimulated, the brain's default mode network, the part that activates when we reflect or imagine, becomes less active. That means the more we fill our heads with stuff, the less room we have for our own thoughts. It is like turning off the lights in your house so that you do not have to see the mess. Stillness, the very thing that helps us understand ourselves, can feel dangerous to the brain. When you sit in silence, the amygdala, which handles fear, can light up as if you were being chased. That is why quiet moments feel awkward or even threatening. So instead of staying still, we distract ourselves. We reach for the phone, the fridge, the next show. Anything to escape the mirror in our own minds. But what happens when the noise finally stops? What is hiding underneath it all? That is where things get interesting. Even when you try to be honest with yourself, your mind edits the truth. Psychologists call this cognitive bias. It is like having a friend who only tells you the flattering parts of a story. Point 1. The positivity bias makes you think you are doing better than you are. Point 2. The consistency bias rewrites your memories, so your past self agrees with your present choices. Point 3. The illusion of control convinces you that because you planned something, you have mastered it. Studies show that even when people learn about these biases, they still fall for them. They run deep. So the real question is not whether you can see yourself clearly. It is whether you even want to. Because real self-awareness often means admitting that something in your life is not working. And that is scary. But there is a silver lining. Every emotion you avoid, frustration, jealousy, anxiety, is actually a message. Psychologists describe emotions as data. Anxiety usually points to missing boundaries. Envy shows you what you secretly value. Procrastination is often fear wearing a different outfit. If you stop judging those feelings and start decoding them, they become tools instead of traps. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that people who practiced 15 minutes of daily reflection improved emotional control and problem solving in less than 2 months. The trick is to reflect, not ruminate. Rumination circles the same problem over and over. Reflection connects it to action. So when something feels off, instead of asking, "Why am I like this?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" This brings us to the next piece: silence. Most people treat silence like an empty space they have to fill, but it is actually where your brain does its best work. In solitude, the brain produces theta waves. They are the same brain patterns linked to creativity, memory, and insight. You know those shower thoughts you get when your mind is relaxed? That is theta in action. But to get there, you have to move through boredom, restlessness, and discomfort. They are like gates protecting that deeper space. Most people quit before getting through them, which is why genuine introspection is rare. But if you stick with it, even for a few minutes, your brain starts reconnecting the dots between emotion and logic. You stop reacting and start responding. Now, how do you actually start knowing yourself? Here are 3 science-backed hacks that take less than 20 minutes a day. 1. The 15-minute audit. Before bed, ask yourself 3 questions. What gave me energy today? What drained it? Did my actions match my values? Researchers call this meta-awareness, the ability to see your own thinking. Do it daily for a few weeks, and you will start catching your habits in real time instead of after they have cost you. 2. Value tracking. Write down your top 5 values, things like family, growth, or health. For a week, note how you actually spend your time. Most people are shocked when they see how far their calendar is from their priorities. Behavioral scientists call this congruence tracking. The closer your actions line up with your values, the higher your long-term well-being. 3. The mirror network. Ask one person you trust a simple question. What is one thing I do that I might not see about myself? Our brains have mirror neurons that help us learn by seeing ourselves through others. Outside feedback helps reveal blind spots that pure introspection cannot. You do not need therapy-level reflection to start. Just pick one of these hacks today. Because the truth is, the hardest person you will ever get to know is not your boss, your partner, or your parents. It is you. But once you do, once you stop running from silence and start listening to what it has been trying to tell you, everything changes. So tell me in the comments, which of these 3 hacks will you try first? 1. 15-minute audit. 2. Value tracking. 3. Mirror network. I want to know what you discover about yourself.